Happy birthday to me. Or there and thereabouts. Not every day till you turn 30. We're gonna go and have some fun. Birthday fun. Who would have thunk it? Tug 99 and I get it in the stupidest place ever, Eastleigh. There's the Tata Steel Tug. There goes 220025. Headed off to Manchester Piccadilly. Just now coming through fast, going to, I think, Southampton. It's 220026. Right, ladies and gentlemen, it is March the 14th, Thursday, March the 14th, 2013. 30 years ago, my mother had pleasure giving birth to me. Yes, it's my birthday, and we're here at Eastleigh. And as promised, we're going to do the IanPooleTrains Video Birthday Awards 2013 here in the heart of deepest, darkest Eastleigh. So let's go with the first award. We're going to award the first award to the best TOC. TOC being Train Operating Company, the best TOC that you, the viewers, fought over the last few years. Now, the nominations were Southwest Trains. No, they weren't. No one nominated Southwest Trains. I do apologise. Shut up. No one nominated Southwest Trains, but they did nominate Southeastern. Someone nominated Southeastern as best TOC. Have a word. First Great Western also got some nominations, as did East Midlands Trains, but the winner was none of them. The winner of Best TOC 2013 was Virgin Trains. Now the nomination for the worst TOC. Again, voted by you, my YouTube followers, and those on Twitter and Facebook. I shouldn't forget all of you. And the nominations are as follows. London Midland. And let's be surprising, who didn't vote for London Midland after the year they've had? Cross Country. They also got nominations. They weren't as bad as the first four, but the winner was none of them. The winner by a majority landslide.
Is it obvious?
It's First Capital Connect. comes first piece of freight of the day. We believe it's 4022 from Southampton up to Lawley Street, and it's 66591. Light engine move now, comes from Basingstoke to Northam. 450.019. Whatever that one was, 101. And 014. Here comes 66538. I'm afraid I don't know what this is working. All I know is it is intermodal. Now departing 158A89 with the 1021 South West train service from Romsey to Salisbury. Okay, time for the next award, and this award will go for the best EMU electrical multiple unit, anything with a pantograph above it that's got loads of things. And your nominations for this were the Class 377. It's a good unit. We didn't win. The Class 321, again, good unit. Sorry, didn't win.
But
are
you forgetting something?
What's that?
Because you are about the overhead stuff. Third rail.
Oh yes, there's third rail as well. I was just about to mention that. Not. The 444. Again, good unit, but didn't win. The 380. Again, it's a good unit, but it didn't win because the eventual winner, by a landslide, was the good old Class 390 Pendolino for Virgin Trains. Time for the next award, and the next award goes to the worst EMU. Basically, again, a loco that uses electric, unit that uses electric.
Did you say DMU?
EMU, I said. Get your ears cleaned out. And the nominations for the worst EMU, the Class 313. It's a rubbish unit, but unfortunately it didn't win on this occasion. Somebody voted for the Class 334. How dare you vote for the Juniper? It's a great unit. Class 455, I can see why you've put that, but that didn't win either. The 379, again, it's rubbish.
Did you vote for that?
No, I didn't actually. But the winner of the worst EMU award 2013 is the Desiro. The Class 350 Desiro. onto the best DMU. This is basically any unit which doesn't use any electrics to get it around. It has a good old engine in it. The nominations are the Class 156, didn't win. The 158, that didn't win. Neither did the 159 or the 153. Some very good units there. The runner-up was the Meridian. Now I don't think anything much would have beat the Meridian, but something did, and what did was the winner of the IanPooleTrains Best DMU 2013, the Class 185. Time for the worst DMU. This is the DMU that nobody likes, everyone hates. The nominations are, there was only 3 nominations for this. The class, not a 444, the Class 166 was nominated, but that didn't win. The Class 139 People Harrier Bus was nominated, but that didn't win. The winner, by an absolute landslide, you couldn't believe. There was a lot of nominations for a 142, a 143 and a 144, so what I've done is I've bundled them all together, and the winner is the Pacer Bus. Now leaving the 1028 Southwest train service from London Waterloo to Portsmouth Harbour, 444023. That's the 10. Comes the train from Weymouth. 444036 on the front. Four 44038 on the rear. And now it's time to award the best loco-hauled train. Basically any train with a loco in front of it and a set of coaches behind it. Mark 3, Mark 1, Mark 2, Mark 4, Mark 2, whatever. And the nominations for the best loco-hauled train. Now this category was very, very close, but we did get a winner by 1 vote. What didn't win was the Arriva Premier Service, the 91 set for East Coast, the 86 rake that we've seen running up and down with the Cumbria Mountain Express. I thought that might have won. The Chiltern rake didn't win, the 67 with the stock. And the Class 90 rake, whether it be Tendolino or Greater Anglias. What's actually won, I think it's a bit controversial, but it's still a loco-hauled train. The winner was the Northern Bell. The Class 47 with the Bell coaches, operated by Direct Rail Services.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Oh, bit of a dumb blonde moment there.
Cute.
Hello.
Super.
We're going to award the worst loco-hauled train now. Now there are only 2 nominations, and I'm going to discard the other one because I have never ever seen a Class 50 with a rake of coaches unless it's been on the Preserve Railway. So the winner by default of the worst loco-hauled train set is a bog-standard Class 90 with a rake of coaches and a trailer van. If you voted for the Pretendly No, you're a nutter.
I'm walking away now.
Good.
Platform 9 of the 1336 Greater Anglia service to London Liverpool Street. Calling it London Liverpool Street only.
Now coming through is 66079 working 6M48 from Southampton docks to Halewood, the car carriers. They've got some nice looking cars in there. And then they've got a load of empties. Coming through now, fast service from Weymouth. 444042. And now coming in from Leeds, going to Southampton Central. Is 220019. That is Gronk 08495 moving around the yard. Here comes one unit, fast to Weymouth. (4444041). Here comes the Gronk again. And now just coming in from Portsmouth Harbour, 450004. Here comes Tug 99 again. Working 6V38 Marchwood Didcot. Coming in working the 1050 Southwest Train service from Salisbury to Romsey, 158,880. And now we see Shantingrunk. As the red in Newcastle comes through. (22019). Now we award Best Electric Locomotive. Basically, electric locomotive, pantograph, or it's got a shoe on for third rail. Class as electric.
Or both.
Or both. I mean, what does that? The nominees were the Class 91. That didn't win, unfortunately. It is a good electric loco though. And Class 86 was also nominated, but I'm afraid that didn't win. Because we have joint winners. And the winners of Best Electric Locomotive are the Class 90 and the Class 87. Been waiting for, because we have a GBRF private charter train coming through. 86 and 87 top and tail, 86 101 William Stanier, and 87 002. There's 87 002. There it is. GBRF private charter. And now it's time to dish out the award for worst electric locomotive. And unfortunately only two things were nominated, and so they both win. And apparently the best can be the worst, because the Class 90 is the worst as well. Go figure. But the Class 92 was also voted worst electric locomotive.
So he wins?
They both win. It's a tie.
Man. Discard it. Lol.
time to award the best diesel locomotive. I'm surrounded by all this freight here at Eastleigh. It's kind of appropriate that we award the best diesel loco. The nominations for best diesel locomotive are the Class 66. Sorry, didn't win, and rightfully so. Sheds are boring. The Class 37. It's a good one, but that didn't win. The 43 HST. That didn't win.
Huh?
The Class 43 HST was nominated, apparently, for best diesel locomotive.
Oh.
The Class 67. That didn't win.
Sorry, they are diesel locos, I'm thinking,
The Class 55 Deltic. That didn't win. Which leaves us down with 2. And the winner is between the Tug, the Class 60, or the Class 70. And the people on my YouTube channel speak absolute sense, because the winner is the Class 70.
What?
Class 70 wins. It just did. From Wakefield Europort to Leigh to Southampton, 66156 leading off at the trundling speed of 15 miles per hour. So there's nothing on this 2, 3, 4, there's nothing on the 5th one, there's nothing on the 6th one, or the 7th one, or the 8th one, or even the 9th or 10th, 11th and 12th. It's the 13th carrier that has something on it. So you got 12 bloody carriers there doing shite all. And even then it's only 3 full. And then they're all empty again. So carrier 13, 14 and 15 are full. And the rest are empty, it looks like. I don't know, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23 and 24 have got something. Most of it's at the back. What the deuce? So we should have a word about that train. There's a bit of shunting action now from Tug 71. Who's working as a super shunter here at Eastleigh today. excuse me. This train, I believe, is heading off to Westbury later. Not with Tug 71 on it, like. There is Tug 71. The Ribblehead Viaduct, and the battery's about to run out. Right, ladies and gentlemen, Simon has disappeared off for a little bit with somebody. So while he's gone, it's time to award Best YouTuber. This is the person that my followers have voted on YouTube to say who they thought was the best. I can just turn the page over. Bear with me a second. There we go. Right, so nominated Chilton 67013. Sorry mate, you didn't win that award. Rory M. Cave, you were nominated, but I'm very sorry you didn't win. Class 59 Cameron, you didn't win. Rachel Matt, who I think is one of the best on YouTube, you as well didn't win. And neither did Rail Exchange Videos, Alex Dodds, my good friend. The winner, as nominated by all of my followers on YouTube, my brother, Simon Train. Right, still here at Eastleigh. It's time to give out our next award, which is for Worst Train Spotter of the Year. I've been looking forward to this because my followers speak perfect sense. Absolute perfect sense. The nominations for this award were recorded 441. Fortunately for you, you didn't win. 465 fan. I've only met a few times, seen a few times, but don't know why he's been put in there, but fortunately you've not been nominated. Class 86 Train Spotter as well, you have been nominated, but fortunately for you, you didn't win either. The winner of this award, and will always be the winner as long as I'm around and my fans have a voice, is Will Snook 37025, and rightfully so.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
And it is now time for our next award while we're here at Eastleigh, and that is for Best Other Video Diary. This is the video diary that's not mine, but you all thought was the best. And the nominations were Craig 444 for your video diaries, but unfortunately for you, son, you didn't win. Your video diaries are excellent though, I will not fault you one moment. Top Track, the lads Sam, Dan and Luke, again excellent program, but unfortunately yours didn't win either. Dodd's Diaries, a very close second place. Very sorry, Alex, but you didn't win either. But the winner, a resounding winner, if we're being honest, for best video diary other than mine, 2013, Simon Poole's British Railway Journeys. And here comes the winner of the IanPooleTrains best diesel category for this year. 70019, taking through I believe 4M61 as 158889 leaves, with the 1320 service from Salisbury, sorry, Salisbury, no, Romsey to Salisbury. 4M61 is Southampton Trafford Park. It's going to make a mess when it leaves. You can stop. Now approaching at a paltry 15 miles per hour for Oscar 51 from Leeds to Southampton Maritime, with 66.592 leading. That's Johnston Steven Agencies. Man, you slow bugger. Well, at least I see the end of the train, but the question is how long it's going to take to get it. Oh, he's got 416 with it. Oh, that was a bit fun. That's 4 Oscar 49. Crew Basford Hall to Southampton Yard.
And there goes 377404. Now off to Brighton. And there goes 66115. Heading off with a departmental train from Westbury, from Eastleigh to Westbury. Goes 158880 with the 1450 service from Salisbury to Romsey. 66517 with 4 Oscar 27, Garston Southampton. It's 158881. That's not. I wonder if that's a light engine to Portsmouth. There's no one on it. I think that's a light engine to Portsmouth. Comes the 1547 to Portsmouth Harbour. Sorry, from Portsmouth Harbour to London Waterloo. 450.041. Is leading up 450.100. The service from Brighton going to Southampton Central for Southern 377402. Very nice.
Right, time for our next award. It's been a while. We've been mainly concentrating on everything else, but it's time to dish out the award for worst video diary on YouTube. And actually there's no point, because there was only one video diary nominated. It received, I'm going to tell you this right, I have about, how many subscribers I've got on my YouTube channel?
Don't know.
I got thousands. This one nomination got 1,000 1,000.
Is that legit?
That is legit.
Seems legit.
1,000 nominations. And it gets 1001 as well, because as long as I stand on a railway platform, William Snook's video chat will always be voted worst video diary of all time. It's not even a diary, you call it not even video chat, you chat to another person, you chat to yourself. God almighty, man. Anyway, that's enough of him. He receives the distinct honour of worst video diary, as voted for by 1,000 people.
He said, very nice.
Right, time for the next award, which is the award personal to me, because you people have voted on which you thought was my best video diary. There were a few nominations for this. There were only 3 ever nominated, and the majority went for one video diary. Someone voted for the Hazen, Harlington and Hanwell video diary when I went down the Great Western. It was good, but apparently wasn't that good. Someone voted for the Bolton and Preston video diary. I know who that was, and sorry mate, that wasn't voted the best, because there was no doubt it was always going to be Scotland. Last year's Scotland trip, as 377402 disappears, that was voted my best video diary. So Scotland wins best IanPooleTrains video diary. And stay out my shop. Right, time for what you people voted for as the worst video diary. And, well, actually, there's none. Everyone's saying there wasn't a bad video diary. Well, someone did say my London Marylebone one, the very first one I did, was not very good, which, to be understandable, was my first one. But, yeah, none. So, there is no worst video diary.
Was it pointless if you have that award?
It was pointless to have that award.
Now departing 158888 with the service, with the 1720 service from Salisbury to Romsey. Sorry, Romsey to Salisbury.
Time for the next award. The next award is for the best station that I visited in the last year. Ooh, nice orange bus. Basically, whichever station that I visited, you picked the best ones. Nominations. Someone voted for Ivor. Never ever been to Ivor, so discount that one. Bolton. Someone voted for Bolton. Good station, but didn't win. Someone voted for Clapham Junction, the world's busiest railway station, and that was a good shout, but that didn't win. The winner, unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, was the freight hotspot known as Barnaby.
Not yet. Possibly for brick. 207.
Done the best, now let's do the worst. What was the worst station that I visited last year? Somebody said Birmingham New Street. To be honest, it is a dump at the moment, but nope, not Birmingham. Stourbridge Junction. Somebody voted for Stourbridge Junction. I actually think Stourbridge is a good station. Someone else voted for Moorgate. No, it's not Moorgate. Here comes another camera shot hogger. Someone voted for Ashbury's, which I find is, well, I can see why they said Ashbury's, because Ashbury's is a bit of a state. But the winner is unfortunately in an even worse state. The winner of worst station visited is Wakefield Kirkgate. Right, behind me is Eastleigh Works, and how propose that the next award is for best steam engine. They built a lot of good steam engines over here, but which was the best one that I saw last year? Union of South Africa, the current record holder of Shap Summit, and the fastest speed up Shap Summit. But no, it's not the Union. Somebody said Tangmere, great loco, bit boring at times, but sorry, that didn't win the award. Tornado. Now, there's nothing wrong with Tornado, but she didn't win. There was a better loco. Britannia, despite all of her bumps and bangs that she's had over the last few weeks, nope, she didn't win either, because the best steam locomotive isn't from around here. The best steam loco is a Great Western, specifically the Earl of Mount Edgecombe. Still with Eastleigh Works behind us, let's do what was the worst steam loco of last year. 44932. Well, my opinion of that's actually got a little bit better, just a little bit. But no, that wasn't voted the worst steam engine. Someone voted Bitton. I haven't seen much of Bitton, and unfortunately she's not voted the worst. Tangmere, someone voted for Tangmere. Nope, Tangmere didn't win the award, and neither did 44871, which I find very surprising because I think that's a very good loco. But the winner of worst steam locomotive, oh dear, is any form of Ginty.
Class 3F.
And that was actually a majority. A lot of people said Ginties are bad. Although they could have been on about someone else. I don't know about that.
One coming in from Fareham. Let's go ahead to Norfolk. And while that's happening, here comes Freightliner 66 007. And that's with some car carriers. Although not many car carriers.
Time for the next award as the sun starts to set here at Eastleigh, and we are going to do the award for best rail tour filmed in the last 12 months. Basically, you know me, I go out for a reason, and the reason is rail tours. So the nominations for the rail tours were the Tynesider at Hadley Wood with the Union of South Africa when she did the last 8 miles in about 7 minutes. It was an absolute cracking sight to get the A4, but unfortunately the A4 didn't win. Last year's Fellsman with Alderman, wasn't it? Yeah, Alderman 45305. Again, great rail tour, but unfortunately that didn't win because there was a resounding winner. And I think there is no better winner for the best rail tour of the year. And it was taken about 2 months ago now. The best rail tour in the freezing cold, once in a lifetime, Met 150. Time for now the worst rail tour, and I'm going to be plainly honest, only one person voted for this and we've got to take this rail tour, unfortunately. The worst rail tour that was filmed last year by me was the festive Edinburgh Explorer at Rugeley Town. To be honest, I don't really see why I could have an argument with that.
Leeward with 9466 3395 3392 3350 3313 3326 W1201 6022 6012 6115 W5938 47804. Now coming in 45109, leading the 1747 Southwest Train service from Portsmouth Harbour to London Waterloo. And it's taking with it 450.095.
Seeing as how we're in Eastleigh, hub for freight, it's only right that we announce the best freight company of the last year. Several nominations, I think in fact all of the freight companies were nominated. GB Rail Freight got nominations, but they didn't win. So did Colas Rail, who brought back the 56s, let's be honest. But they didn't win either. Freightliner didn't win. And neither did EWS DB Schenker, which only leaves really one freight company. I wonder who that is that won.
DRS?
DRS, Direct Rail Services, win Best Freight Company of the Year.
Now leaving. Good Lord! That's the Bridgewater to Crewe Flax train.
And well, why not do the worst freight company? We're here at Freight. There were only three companies that were nominated. Somebody stupidly nominated DRS. How dare you nominate DRS as worst freight company? Somebody also nominated GB Rail Freight. Mad people. But the winner, and well, there can be no surprise about the winner, because the winner of worst freight company over the last year are those troublemakers at DB Schenker.
Busy because they ruined rail tours.
Yes, it might be.
Good Lord. 66015 with the coal train. Ooh, that's a defaced one. So's that. Full of coal. Where's that likely to be going? Who knows?
Time now for what was voted the best steam gala over the last 12 months. Steam galas are what are put on by Preserve Railways. They bring in a whole load, sometimes they bring in a load of steam engines, sometimes they have some of the home fleet, but who was the best of the best? The Fab 4 Gala for the LNER at Barrow Hill was nominated. and unfortunately that didn't win. I thought that was a very good contender. The Eastleigh theme gala this year, somebody nominated that again, good contender, but nope, that didn't win. Severn Valley Railway's Autumn Gala last year. Who was the star of the Autumn Gala last year? Sir Keith Park, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, but no, that didn't win. However, the Severn Valley Railway did win, but they won it for their Spring Steam Gala last year. Okay, so what was then voted the worst steam gala? There were a few nominations. Crewe Heritage Centre's steam gala. Don't think I actually went to that last year, did I?
No.
No, I don't think I did. But that was voted, but that didn't win. Neither did this year's East Lancs Railway's Winter Steam Gala, which I thought was absolutely piss poor at times, but no, that didn't win. However, the winner does come from this year. How many galas have I been to this year for steam? Only 2. East Lancs was 1, and the Nene Valley Winter Steam Gala, which one is the winner? Do the final 2 awards on this station, and then we'll do the last 2 awards back at the hotel, because it is now time to announce what won Best Diesel Gala and Worst Diesel Gala last year. And unfortunately, everyone voted for the same category. Now, when I went to this gala last year, I thought it was an absolutely incredible gala. Okay, it was a bit rubbish at times, but there was a good variety and there was lots there to do. So the winner of the Best Diesel and Worst Diesel Gala last year, if you can believe it or not, is last year's East Lancashire Railway Diesel Gala.
hotel now after a good day at Eastleigh. Still got a couple of more awards to let loose, but we'll get one of them out of the way first. And that is what has been the train of the year. Now this is open to everything and anything. But unfortunately what has happened is we've got a bit of a dilemma here. Because out of everything that's been nominated, we have a three-way tie. Now, we can't have a three-way tie. We have to have a train of the year. So, it's between the HST, the 380 D0, and the 350 D0. So, how are we going to settle this? It's up in the air how we can settle this one. We could say well, 350 I'm going to discount rate because London Midland, and London Midlands are a crap operating company moment, so let's get rid of the 350. It's between the HST and the D0. What do we think? Come on, Simon, any ideas?
Not my awards.
Ah, not your awards. You're going to put me on the spot, aren't you?
Yeah.
The IanPoole Train of the Year is none of them. Seeing as how we couldn't decide on that, I'll decide what the Train of the Year is. The Train of the Year... Actually no, I've just changed my mind.
Come back when you have a train of the year.
The Train of the Year for 2013 is either the Class 43 HST or the Class 380 D0. I think that is fair.
Joint winners.
Joint winners. Not that that's never happened before.
Now leaving the 2:30 cross-country service from Plymouth to Edinburgh Waverley, 1 Sierra's 51, 33.378 lead now 44.017, 42.379, 42.052, 42.053, 42.051, 45.005, 41.035 and 43.384. With a First Great Western HST set leaving just over there. It's now time to give out the final IanPooleTrains Birthday Award, and this is the Lifetime Achievement Award. This award will go to the persons or thing that have done something special in the last year. That's how we can describe it, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Now I did ask people on Facebook, Twitter and YouTube to vote who they thought the Lifetime Achievement Award should go to, and everyone was saying me, putting up with all you cyber bullies and cyber terrorists over the last year. But while I gratefully admire all of the people that said I should get the Lifetime Achievement, I'm going to politely abscond and say that I found something much more deserving of Lifetime Achievement. As many of you probably are aware, the news was broken earlier this month, late last month, that unfortunately a locomotive is being pulled out of service forever. She will be going on static display at the National Railway Museum in York, and it's only right as a fitting tribute to one of the true icons of the railway age that we give a final goodbye. So the Lifetime Achievement Award for this year goes to 3717/3440, the City of Truro. And that is it for this episode of the video diary, as well as the award ceremony. Until we give out 33 awards for this year, I'm going to make sure I shrink it down a fair bit for next time. But it's been a very, very good day at Eastleigh. I know a lot of people have been talking about Eastleigh as a true hotspot, and it is a freight hotspot, as well as all the stuff we got at the station. We got a lot of stuff in the yard with Class 08 shunting and Class 60 shunting. We've managed to poke our head into Eastleigh Works and get a couple of shots in there. Managed to get some footage on the bridge just outside of Eastleigh Works as well, which I was hearing off the boys down in Portsmouth that is a good place to go if you can't get on the station. They're absolutely right. I mean, I know when a steam special comes through, when we come down this area again, it might be worth considering going on that bridge to get the special going through there instead of where we're going. But that is for a decision to be made another time. Tomorrow we are going to be, well, going home eventually, but tomorrow we're going to be doing another big stations in our area, which is Portsmouth Harbour, just down the line sort of that way, and then we're going to pop across and do Southampton Central. You'll all be aware we did Southampton last year with our good friend Dave Stafford. Great place to spend some time, and then from there we'll be going home to London on a Southwest Desi, and then onwards to Birmingham, and then on to Rugeley. So I hope you'll join me for that. I do want to thank everyone who did vote in the award ceremony. If you didn't vote, shame on you.
If you did vote, you're truly honest people.
Yes, you are truly honest people if you voted as well. However, that is for tomorrow, Portsmouth and Southampton. And I bid you all goodbye.